Hi there, welcome to the practice Lotus Lovin with me, Betty. This practice is dedicated to the posture Padmasana. The word Padmasana comes from the great sage Padmasambhava. Let's start in our seat. Just get grounded with your breath. Begin to slow down your breath, breathing in and out of your nostrils, and just allowing your breath to soothe your mind and calm yourself and prepare yourself for practice. Start with dedicating your practice, placing your hands in heart center, and then we'll start by coming straight into downward dog. Once in your downward dog, continue with the deep breaths in and out of your nostrils, and begin by lifting your right leg. When you do so, straighten it out, and then bend it to open the hip and straighten it once again. We will step forward into a runner's lunge, keeping the hands on the floor and the knee bent. Bend deep into the right knee, and then start by straightening the right leg, taking a fold. Move with your breath by bending the right knee, and then straightening the right leg and taking another fold. Once more, bend the right knee and take your fold. Hold your forward fold over your right leg. Breathe deep. And then step gently forward to the front of your mat. Wrap your arms around the backs of your knees. Hug deep for another forward fold. Start to open up your hamstrings. And then slowly rise all the way to standing. Hands come into heart center and breathe. Inhale, arms lift to the sky. Exhale, begin a forward fold. Inhale for your half lift, and exhale, step back to downward dog. For the other side, left leg lifts. Open up your hip by bending open the left knee, and then maybe straightening it again and stepping forward into the runner's lunge. 3 times. Straighten the left leg and bend the left knee. Straighten once again and bend the left knee once again. Deepening in your fold on the 3rd time, straightening your left leg and taking another fold. Find depth in the back of the left leg. Breathe deep. And then when you prepare to step forward wide on your mat. Come into a half malasana, like a half squat. Arms rest on the thighs, and you're going to take cat-cow. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale and exhale. Sinking at last to your malasana squat. Hands stay in heart center. We prepare for the crow pose. So do so mindfully. You can take beginner's variation by coming up onto your tippy toes and resting your knees on the backs of your arms and just beginning to find that first balance, lifting one leg and the other. Or you can take a fuller variation by jumping back into your crow. Inhale through to your up dog, wherever you are, and meet in down dog. Moving to the other side, lift your right leg on the inhale. Open the hip and use that to step forward into your warrior one. Allow the warrior one to be energetic through the grounding of your feet and the lifting of the arms. Breathe deep here. Swing the hands behind you to hover over the right knee, taking a crescent lunge, lifting the back heel. And then we transition by drawing the left knee in towards the chest, picking it up, holding it in your arms, and then crossing over the left ankle over the top of the right knee. It's a figure 4 stretch, and you can place the hands into heart center or deepen. Again, going deep into the left hip crease, we lift the left knee, and we start to take airplane pose by sending the left leg behind us. Hover for a moment and mindfully step back into warrior 2. Open the arms and then begin to reverse your warrior. Flip the right palm, inhale to reverse, Exhale for extended side angle, right forearm on the right thigh. Again, inhale, reverse your warrior, but this time, maybe go deeper. Right forearm can stay on the thigh or drop to the inside of the right foot. Hold here for a few deep breaths, and then we rotate to the front of the mat, dropping both hands down and taking a deeper stretch in the right hip. So right here, we take a twist, right hand goes onto the right thigh, and twist over the right shoulder. You're still bending into the right knee and breathing. Place the hands down and wrap your right leg back around for three-legged dog. Lifting high, take a deep inhale, and come back to downward dog. Other side, left leg lifts, open up the hip, and then step forward, mindfully into your warrior one. Hold here, strengthen your warrior one, breathe into the heart, and then guide the hands behind you to hover over the left knee. Begin to prepare to pick up your right knee in your hands, hug it in, and then we cross into the figure four stretch. Cross the right ankle over the left knee, start to sink into the right hip. Go deeper if you'd like, sinking a little deeper, and then prepare to step back and hover in your airplane pose. The right leg goes behind you, straighten it, and use that to guide you to step back into your warrior two. We reverse the warrior again, reversing the left palm, inhale to reverse, exhale for extended side angle, left forearm on the left thigh. Inhale, reverse your warrior again, follow the breath. Exhale, maybe go deeper, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Hold here for 2 full breaths. And then prepare to drop the right hand down and deepen into a lunge. Take a twist, left hand on the left knee. Keep pressing through your back right heel as you breathe. And then we kick the left leg open into a three-legged dog, breathing here, and releasing back to down dog. Again, find the fullness of your breath. Breathe deep. And as we warm the body up to prepare for our lotus postures, start again your vinyasa by lifting the right leg and stepping forward into your warrior two, opening up your arms and sinking deep into your right knee. We slowly begin our transition into Trikonasana. Straighten the right leg, reach the right arm as far as you can out in front of you, and then release it either lightly on your shin or to the outside of the right foot. Find the opening in your Trikonasana. An option is to bend your right knee and even go deeper into an extended side angle posture. Slowly rise. Hands come on the hips and then turn towards the other side, bending the left knee this time for your warrior two. Pausing here, and then begin the straightening of your left leg, reaching the left arm out in front of you to keep open in your triangle posture. Release the left hand down, lightly on the shin or to the ground. Option to bend the left knee and take a deeper extended side angle. And as you slowly come up, straighten the left leg, place the hands on the hips, and start a half forward fold here. Keep your legs engaged. Stay strong in your belly. And continue your forward fold by holding on to the big toes with your peace fingers and dropping your head all the way down. Stay engaged again by lifting your kneecaps and squeezing into your upper legs. Inhale for your half lift. Place your hands on your hips. And then inhale all the way to standing, step forward. Take a pause and then inhale your arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, hands come into heart center. We prepare for our half lotus tree. Draw the right knee in. Come into your normal tree posture with your right foot on the inside of the thigh, or maybe take an option for your half lotus tree. Drawing your right heel towards your left hip. You can hold on to your right foot if you'd like. You can take a half bind by wrapping your right arm around and holding on to the big toes of your right foot. Again, lots of options here. Stay here for 5 full breaths, or begin to forward fold, either bound or half bound. As you fold, again, create energy in your standing left leg and breathe here. Coming up, we need to soften the left knee. Come up halfway, come up slowly on an inhale, all the way to standing. And then release your right leg, shake it out. Begin to prepare for the other side, taking your left ankle and placing the sole of the left foot into either tree or half lotus tree. Again, prepare for taking a bind. If you'd like to wrap your left arm around and take the top of the left foot in your hands, do so. Work slowly in your fold, reaching the right hand towards the floor, softening in the right knee in order to find your balance, and then begin to strengthen with your breath. Breathe fully. Inhale for a half lift, soften, exhale, and then inhale to standing. Find your stance and release your left leg when ready, shaking out your legs. Prepare for a vinyasa. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Return back to down dog. Again, breathing full, deep breaths, keeping your belly lifted, your core engaged. Right leg lifts, step forward here, and take a low crescent lunge by dropping your left knee and placing your hands on your right knee. Open, hooking your thumbs, take a full deep opening here, then release the hands towards the floor. Maybe the fingertips graze the mat as you continue your deep heart opening posture. When you release, we begin to heel toe the right foot into a pigeon posture by scooting it over towards the left and bending your right knee. Take a moment here to allow your hips to settle and your heart to open, and then move to a quad stretch with the left leg. Bend the left knee, take the left heel in, and begin to draw it towards your bum. Moving your heart back towards center, rotate towards the front, and either move it into a back bend variation by hooking the top of the left foot into the elbow, maybe taking a little energy away from the left foot into a back bend, or even an overhead bind. Breathe here, letting your heart open into your pigeon. And then we curl the back toes under, open into a 3-legged dog. Right leg lifts, maybe turn it into a little back opening or flip your dog, and move to the other side. Left leg lifts, settle into a low crescent lunge with your left hand on your left knee. Hook your thumbs, open your heart, breathe deep, and then release the fingertips towards the mat as you continue your heart opening. Make your transition nice and slow as you shift the left foot towards the right for pigeon. Again, taking the same variation you did on the other side. First, a quad stretch by reaching around and bending the right knee. And then turning the body back towards the front, or maybe sending the right leg away, taking a deeper heart opening, or any variation you took before. But this time, as you release, simply swing the right leg all the way in front of you and extend your legs, bend your knees, and wrap your arms around your shins. Squeeze tight here as to release any pressure in your back, and then prepare for Baddha Konasana, drawing the soles of your feet together here. Take a Baddha Konasana twist. Look over the left shoulder, twist. Look over the right shoulder and twist. Move back through center. Hold on to your feet or your big toes and move slowly as you forward fold, wrapping your elbows over your shins or walking your hands slowly forward. In Baddha Konasana, again, use the breath and direct it towards your inner hips or wherever you might feel tension. Breathe long and slow and come out of it just as slowly, walking the hands back and moving towards lengthening your left leg to prepare for Janu Sirsasana. Right knee bends, right foot goes to the inside of the left thigh or in half lotus, so the right heel can move towards the left hip crease, and you can wrap into a bind with your right hand, holding on to the right toes, or reaching both hands forward for your forward fold. We're moving slowly, folding over the left leg and breathing deeply. Release. Unwind your bind. Take a twist. Look over the right shoulder and twist. Come back through center. Briefly shake out your legs and draw the left knee in for Janu Sirsasana or Ardha Padma Janu Sirsasana, half lotus. Take your half bind. Left foot goes around and work into your forward fold again over the right leg. Experimenting with your breath in your body and finding that comfortable position. Release. Coming out of this posture, legs shake out once more. Take your twist over the left shoulder. And then prepare by taking one more Baddha Konasana, maybe a little deeper. Drawing the soles of your feet together and the hands behind you. Stay here for an opening in the back. Draw your heels a little closer towards your inner hips. And settle here with a straight back. Hold on to your big toes, yogi toe lock. Start to lean a little weight back and extend your legs mid-air. Find a balance here. Strengthen through your legs. Breathe, sitting up straight in your opening. And then slowly release. Soles of the feet come back together. Extend the legs, shake them out. And then begin to prepare for your Padmasana, Lotus Pose. Right knee bends, right heel in the left hip crease. Taking Lotus is sometimes challenging sitting up, so lie back onto your elbows and give it a try lying back, crossing your left heel this time over towards your right hip crease for your full Lotus posture. If that's accessible for you, come up to your seated posture. Otherwise, take half Lotus. And then begin your forward fold, nice and slow. Fold through center, taking a couple of full deep breaths. Come back up. Place your hands by your side, maybe a little forward, and push up in your lotus. Holding here for a couple of deep breaths. Releasing. And then lean back onto your elbows once again to begin to release your lotus legs. And switch to the other side, starting now with your left heel in towards your right hip crease. Again, either sitting up or leaning back onto your elbows or all the way supine. You can cross your right heel in towards your left hip, taking your Padmasana on the other side. Take a moment to settle into your knees and your hip creases. If there's pain, reduce it. And this time maybe you can try a little bind. First crossing one hand behind your back and the other, if you can do both, using a strap or trying just half lotus. And we fold double bound. And maybe the bind starts to release because you are very deep in your bind. When you come up slowly. Unwind your arms. Keep your Padmasana lotus legs and start to lean back to create a deeper opening. Open your heart, tilt the head back, and then unwind your lotus legs. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, and take your Chaturanga Dandasana all the way through back to your downward dog. Once you're in your downward dog, maybe you feel a little opening in your hip flexors. You can bend your knees left and right. And then we move to a child's pose by dropping the knees and sitting back onto our heels. Again, enjoying the process of where we've gone in our lotus posture and just breathing and letting go. Come back into your staff pose with your legs extended and your arms reaching out in front of you. Start to lean yourself back all the way onto your back. And once you're on your back, draw your knees and squeeze them into your chest, giving yourself a deep hug. We'll move to either Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, or Supta Padmasana. Taking your lotus posture, allow your knees to drop all the way to the floor while on your back. Settle here, or maybe release to your Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. Just feeling the open nature of your hips and the beautiful opening that you've created in your body in this short period of time. Breathe into it. Let all the goodness in. And then we'll finalize with a spinal twist. Draw your knees into your chest and carefully move your knees to the right side, and the gaze goes to the left for your final spinal twist. Breathe here. And slowly cross to the other side. Your right knee crosses over towards the left side, resting all the way on your left hip, detoxifying your body in your spinal twist, and preparing for your final Shavasana. Palms are open, and use this time for your Shavasana to create all of the openness in your heart that you have experienced in your body. Take a moment and center your attention and awareness right inside your heart center. And with every inhale, begin to breathe in a beautiful shining light right into your heart center, filling up your heart center with light with every breath, trying to stay connected to your heart and the open nature of your body. Again, breathe in light. Fill your body with light. Begin to wake up your body and gently roll to the right side, coming back up into your comfortable cross-legged position, maybe into your lotus position. Observe your surroundings. Bless your practice. Draw the hands into heart center, shining the light within you to everyone else around you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing today.